Let's talk about a warning sign you can't ignore. You open your oil filler cap and spot a creamy, mayonnaise-like sludge. That's not just condensation, it's a major red flag. This gunk means your engine oil and coolant are mixing, which should never happen. When these fluids mingle, it signals a breach deep inside your engine. The result? Sludge that can't lubricate or cool, clogging vital passages and causing rapid wear. Check your coolant tank next. If you see murky liquid or oily rainbows, oil has invaded your cooling system too. If you spot both milky oil and contaminated coolant, stop driving immediately. Every engine rotation spreads the damage, risking total engine failure. Park the car, turn it off, and prepare to investigate. Ignoring these signs is like ignoring a fire alarm. Act now to save your engine. Let's figure out what's really going on. Don't panic. Oil and coolant mixing doesn't always mean a blown head gasket. The oil cooler is often the real culprit. If its thin walls fail, oil can leak into the coolant. Here's a quick test. Bypass the oil cooler by connecting its coolant hoses together and blocking the cooler's ports. Flush the system, then run the engine with clean water. If the water stays clean, the oil cooler is to blame, a much cheaper fix. If oil still appears, you're likely facing a head gasket failure. This simple test can save you thousands. Diagnose before you spend. That EPC warning light, it's your car's way of saying something seriously wrong. Oil contamination doesn't just stay in the engine, it gets sucked into the intake, coating sensitive sensors. The map and camshaft position sensors are especially vulnerable. Oily grime throws off their readings. The ECU gets confused, performance drops, and the EPC light comes on. Clearing the code won't help if the sensors are still dirty. The real fix? Clean those sensors. Let's get your engine talking to itself again. Time to clean up those sensors. Start with the map sensor, disconnect it, remove it, and spray it with electronics cleaner. Let it air dry. Next, the camshaft position sensor. Same process. Unplug, remove, spray, and dry. Don't use harsh cleaners or poke anything inside. Once both sensors are spotless and dry, reinstall them carefully. Cleaning restores proper communication with the ECU. This step is essential for smooth running after fixing the oil coolant mix. Take your time. Clean sensors make all the difference. Now let's tackle the cooling system itself. Ready for the messy part? Flushing out that oily sludge is crucial. Drain the radiator and disconnect the bottom hose. Expect a mess. Refill with clean water and a cooling system flush additive. Then run the engine with the heater on. Drain and repeat several times until the water runs clear. Any leftover oil will ruin your new coolant and parts. Replace the oil cooler if it failed, and swap out the coolant tank and hoses. Oil weakens rubber from the inside. Only after everything's clean and new should you refill with fresh coolant. Bleed the system to remove air pockets. Don't rush. Thorough flushing is key to a lasting repair. Once done, you're ready for the final check. Let's see if your hard work paid off. The moment of truth. Double-check all connections, then start the engine. Watch the temperature gauge and coolant tank for leaks or contamination. Top up coolant as needed and monitor for any return of milky sludge. Plug in a diagnostic scanner to clear old codes and check live data. After a test drive, let the car cool and recheck fluid levels and condition. Stay vigilant for a few days. Early checks catch problems before they escalate. If everything stays clean, you've nailed the repair. Catching this early saves you thousands and a lot of stress. Listen to your car, act fast, and you'll keep your engine running strong. Job done. Enjoy the peace of mind.